That's my dog. Okay, it's past the 30-minute mark of the show. I dragged this out as long as I possibly could, but the chat's clamoring for it, Bobby, and it's time to talk Luke.
I mean,
so
there's
great
not much...
game. Hold on. Let me just. Okay, perfect. We are in Kornet cam. If everybody,
like, yo, you got an intro or something?
We are in Kornet. Let me see if I can change this.
You should have Luke just flash across like one of these, like as he comes.
I gotta find the third person. I don't even know where the
every celebratory
Ahmed fixed this for us. But anyways, yeah.
There's not much more to say.
There was a really good game. It was.
Yo, why are you staring at him like that? Wait, no, go back to that, Ahmed. Put that back.
Kornet cam is back. Okay, cool. We're good. Josue, you got
look at Bobby's face.
Bobby's locked on. He's looking right at him.
He's like, "Don't make me look bad."
That's me watching the game. I'm just all eyes on Kornet. The broadcast.
Luke's got the whole. He's got the Zannis baking class under.
Yeah, but that's Bobby's face during Kornet minutes. Yo, he's like.
Bobby is analyzing. Yeah, Bobby's really locked on. All right, what do we got?
He's like, do you want someone to steal your minutes?
Real quick, Bobby, before we get into Luke, we do have a Missoula quote on Luke. I'll read. Luke from Joe. Luke Kornet is one of the best at our defensive system. He's got an innate ability to communicate our defensive system, but also make the right read defensively. It's an underappreciated skill that Luke has to be able to do that, and that's why we trust him. Look at that. That's from Coach tonight.
And that's the perfect word, underappreciated, because this chat and these fans in general obsess over what he can't do. Like he might miss a rebound, or maybe he drops a pass or something, or maybe a guy beats him on the defensive end in a switch. But they're not talking about him having masterful control over the way they play offense. Like just all the different sets, all the different reads they want to make, he has them down. He's a great dribble handoff player, great passer. His offensive rebounding's come a long way. So he, as I've said it from the start, since they acquired Tillman, is just a much better offensive option than Tillman. And we saw that here tonight after Tillman really struggled on that end last game. And then on defense, he's a good positional defender. And in a game like this, you could put him on David Roddy, could put him on, a guy like Bol. And I know Bol got a couple flip shots in over him. But he's able to position himself below the rim. And, if a guy's not able to hit shots from three over him, he can really disrupt things in the paint. And I thought they built up a nice lead, nice flow with him out there. And I know he dropped a couple of rebounds that went the other way. But then he made it right back up with the alley-oop. He blocked Beal. Like, he's always going to have a nice block every game. And this is your third center, Jimmy. Like, what are people expecting out of your third center who makes $1 million? You're not going to find anyone close to this for that price, for that role. And he, over 3 years, has mastered that role. So is he going to post up and score a ton? No. Is he going to score 14 points every night? No. So I'm not even worried about that in this game. But every night he's just going to give you a nice rotation. And I think even in the playoffs, if they want to play three bigs, he could give you one good rotation in a playoff series. And luckily you have two bigs in front of him. We're ultra reliable. But we're getting to the point, Jimmy, with his improvements, that if Horford was like down for a game in the playoffs, or like even like, God forbid Porzingis goes down for a game, you might not be screwed. You might not be screwed because he's just that good playing the way they play.
Put it on his tombstone. We might not be screwed.
So that's all I'm saying. Why
is it matchup? Is it extremely matchup based though, Bobby?
He's matchup based. I mean, I've always said
couldn't sniff the court in Denver.
I think they were just trying things in that game, and honestly, Josue, it might have gone better if they played him.
Josue playing
possibly
Kornet or not. Yeah.
I just feel like it was one of those great opportunities for Tillman, but maybe
I had no problem with them playing him.
Maybe
why not try both guys? I mean, this is your last chance.
Oh, you want some double big Tillman Kornet?
No, not at the same time. Let me be very clear. But let's see how one guy looks, and then let's see how the other guy looks if it's not as effective that time, because this is your opportunity to do that. I just find it strange that, Luke goes from having, a great game tonight, but previously couldn't sniff the court. I don't know. And you're saying, oh, we might not be screwed. Well, it's like, if Mazzulla is that confident in him, and it sounds like he is based on what he said about him tonight, why is he getting DNP CDs? Is he really that much of a matchup based guy?
I think that was just experiment for that night when Tillman get extended run. Mavericks game similar. Like, you have 4 centers right now, so you're gonna have to find spots to put them in. And the tough part, Jimmy, is in that Cleveland game on Tuesday. I thought that double big look with him and Al really struggled. Like, the offense was just flat with those guys out there. They were able to ignore those guys too much. And that's really a big reason why that Cavs run to win the game got jump-started. The Celtics just went stale for too many minutes there. And I think it's the same deal.
Somebody woke up from his Saturday night, a little late night nap. John Zannis is in the chat, everybody.
Nah,
he's watching. He's watching us, and
that's not the real John Zannis. I don't know.
No, it is. It's got the. I think it is. It's got to be.
That's the blue check mark of YouTube.
Nobody wants
tool mark.
Nobody wants to be John Zannis, so there's nobody pretending to be John Zannis except John Zannis.
Someone's pretending to be his pies, but that's that's
a different story. We'll take that.
But how do you feel about Kornet, Jimmy?
How I've always felt, Bobby. It's just.
Thanks for being consistent.
To your point, he's their third center, and where I disagree with you, Bobby, is that like. I don't really want to see a whole lot of him in the playoffs because theoretically the rotation is going to go down to like 7 or 8 guys at most.
And I'm fine with that.
And that tells me it's like you said, somebody might be hurt. So I don't really care one way or the other. I mean, I think he is who he is. He's a third center. He played well tonight. He actually looked athletic out there. I mean, I forget who threw it to him, but he caught like a legit alley-oop tonight and like actually like brought the ball over and
strong too. Remember Josue, that offensive rebound he grabbed in traffic against the Warriors? And you're seeing him in more and more matchups where you think he'd really be screwed, able to survive out there. So again, you're thin, Jimmy.
I feel like he heard that talk, man. People being like, Tillman's gonna give you more of that muscle, that physicality.
You heard my question?
I was just gonna say, Bobby, don't you dare ask Luke if the DNP CD little bit of a fire under him, because you're going to get Celtics Twitter all up in arms.
Isn't that amazing too?
That was the political response, though.
They can't stand Kornet.
Yeah, but
when I asked Kornet a tough question, it's hell for me. So I didn't get that, but I've been, and this is why I felt
the Banton stat line is crazy.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, Tatum gave us his Banton impression tonight. Best Banton impression he could give.
Yeah, he did.
We're gonna have a lot of Banton talk on Monday, so I think we'll save that.
Are we? Oh God, I might have to miss that show.
You're gonna want to miss that show, Jimmy.
That's a late one, right? That's gonna be a late
10:30.
one. I don't think I'll be on that one.
This is the I saw Brogdon's been out since like early February.
That's shocking.
Shaedon Sharp's been out since early January, and they started a group of players you probably don't know 4 out of 5 last game. Well, you know Banton because he played here, but yeah, that's the kind of lineup their Blazers are running. But the rest is going to start here, and luckily you'll be able to have your little Kornet-Tillman battle over those next 2 games, and you'll be able to see some of the guys deeper on the bench get bigger roles, because I think it's officially time, Jimmy, for rest, experimenting, and seeing what you have in some of these depth guys. And that could include a Jaden Springer. I know, JD Davison's on this trip too. Do you want to try him out a little bit if you're really sitting a lot of guys in one of these games down the stretch of the season? No. Probably not.
But we'll see.
Not really.
Yeah, probably not.
But it's that time of year. I think this race is over in the East. I think the games are starting to dry up where you're trying to prove yourself here, and you've gotten through them decently. And that schedule at the end of the year is going to be a real slog here. So I'm glad to have these games while we have them. But it begins Monday. Blazers, Jazz, even next weekend, the Wizards. Yeah. Get ready. We got all our big games right in a row here.
Bobby said some chumps are coming in.
We got some big games. And before those big games happen, guys, you're going to want to download Prize Picks because it's going to
Yeah,
make
you are.
those big games even more fun to watch, and you can join in on the fun that Prize Picks allows you to have while watching these games. So if you get online, download the app. You want to download the app today and use the code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. So I mean, it's 100% match up to 100. So it only makes sense to do 100. Get that out there so we keep the banner up there, guys. But what is Prize Picks? Prize Picks is the largest daily fantasy sports platform in North America. The earliest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. It's just you against the numbers instead of battling thousands of other players, including pros and sharks, because we all know that those guys have all the analytics and everything. You pick more than or less than on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. So if you think, you get a number, let's say it's Tatum and the number is 30. You think it's going to go higher than that? Or you think it's going to go lower than that? You use your best judgment and you go from there. So even though football season's over, it's all about basketball. It's whether it's NBA, it could be NCAA. We've got tournament basketball coming up here, guys. And you just get on the excitement with it. It's America's #1 fantasy sports app. You can turn your hoops knowledge into serious cash. And you can also play against people like Meek Mill and Sugar Sean O'Malley. Go to the community plays under the promos tab of the app to view entries from some of the biggest names in the Prize Pick community each week. So I'm having a lot of fun with it. I can't say that I can't say that I'm good enough yet to give my tips and tricks out and my strategies, guys, but I'm starting to learn, what to look for with these numbers, and I'm starting to why is it this number today? Like, what's going into this?
That's the key.
Yeah, and then my brain starts to go into overdrive, which is typically a bad thing, and I screw the whole thing up. But if you're not like me, that's good news because you'll be able to figure out, and it's fun. And again, the best part is you're not going up against some, guy who's, got the analytics and the numbers and he's crunching them in front of your face and you're going to automatically lose. So anyways, that's Prize Picks, guys. Go download the app.
Don't think too hard. Just pick
100.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
100% deposit match with the promo code CLNS and join in on the fun with us.